All right then, hey y'all, good to see you again. It's Noah Clark here, owner of CMC Social Media, and I'm going to walk you through another one of these videos real quick. Now this is a brand that was really interesting to me because it came in a newsletter that I subscribed to from a guy named Nick Sharma, who's an amazing marketer. So I want to kind of look into it. Since they recommended it, I want to see what they're doing, kind of dive into it, and as usual, show you guys what they're doing on their homepage, their main offers, that's product page, and their marketing. And in the meantime, as usual, I'll walk you through exactly what their best sellers are, in this case scenario, like these, and I'll walk you through what they're actually using on their site, from e-commerce primarily with an actual, again, website building platform with a Shopify, and what they're using for their UI, as well as what they're using for the reviews. Because all this stuff is very, very elaborate. You can use all this if you want to, but what you really need to keep in mind is just what they're building it on, how they're building it, and eventually how they're actually going to be sourcing reviews. It's like a quick little tutorial on what they're doing. But without further ado, then let's hop right into it. So looking at it just from the first time, let's see. An amazing announcement bar. Again, this is great. This is great real estate right here. The announcement bar with free shipping for $35. I assume their main offer is going to be right above that price figure. And then they're going to have a navigation bar right here. Weird choice to do it on what looks like to be on a yellow with a white background. Let's just scroll down. As you saw, you can kind of see that it kind of makes more clear. So it worked out fine. Oral wellness for your mouth, body, and soul, which is a really great branding marketing term. And I was very interested in seeing this because I believe this is a partnership between Lenny Kravitz and two of the co-founders, I think, as well as they're partnering also with Target, which is a huge thing in the marketing we're going to get into later. But it's very, very solid as part of their main hero banner, in this case, hero video, which is this section right here. Just scroll down, you have some value stuff right here to show their actual credibility with who to work with, as CNN, Fast Company, Vogue, Well Plus Goods, Wegmans, CVS, and of course Target, which is their main partner that I've noticed from their marketing. Now let's see, twice as holistic, so that's more branded stuff. Here's their main kits. This is likely going to be one of these, if not, probably one of these for sure. That one for sure is going to be their main offering. And when we click into this section, I bet it's going to be this one right here. So we'll revisit that later, but I'll walk you through exactly why that works so well and why you should use kits consistently as far as your first product offering you should be going for. All right, more about this then. Oral wellness, some more value stuff. Kind of add more details of what it is they're selling exactly. The routines. Here are the one-off products. They showed you the bundles first, and they're showing you the one-offs so you can buy it all in one place versus buying it as a one-off product again. There's the bestseller, and there's Lenny Kravitz co-founders. Which is Lenny Kravitz. Looks like Cody and Julian. So they look great guys. So great co-founders, great brand in general. Immunity rents. Another great product offering they're showing right there. More value stuff, so credibility. Twice wellness connects all of us. So their branding is super interesting because I've seen a lot of brands that do stuff built around, of course, like oral health. There's plenty of toothpaste brands, plenty of stuff that involves like teeth whitening and of course like the light up kits and everything, like the swab and the whitening stuff that people are really obsessed with lately. But from what I can see here, they're taking more of a social approach. Because I've seen most of these brands kind of be built around, all right, improve your smile. In this case scenario, they literally have people like literally kissing on the very, very top of the actual branded marketing. So it's like a very social approach to it, which is a great, if you know Lenny Kravitz, he's the very like peace is love, great guitarist. So I'm sure this brand is like very, very in line with what he's doing. So I think this is a great choice to kind of go about it and kind of have it be a disruption a little bit, where instead of it being about, how about you just go ahead and whiten your teeth and use these products. Instead, it's about building a community. Instead of just trying to build people out. I bet they have like a great Facebook group as well as great email copy and everything, kind of make you feel included with all these young people who are doing really great, or even like someone having tattoos on their fingers around the brand and like kissing, all that kind of stuff. So it's a great concept for branding, which could do a really great job in actually kind of differentiating them from other brands who sell toothpaste and other teeth whitening products, for example. All right, some more partners, details there, but a review there, which is really good. A couple reviews. Find us at Target, CVS, and Wegmans. Target's is the very first. And the partnership is involving retail is there too. And also the angle they're going with. So they have two angles. The social aspect of it, and it looks like they're also trying to push the idea of helping out your mouth's microbiome as far as like more informational stuff. Set to go ahead and educate their audience, which should do very, very well as far as educating their audience. That's very, very solid. So at the end of the day, that's the main homepage. Very, very clear, very concise. I love it. Again, the main thing you'll focus on beyond all that is, of course, the actual hero banner. This is what we call above the fold. So essentially having this be very, very clear and be able to showcase what it is they're offering in a very, very open, elaborate way. But of course, we won't really know what's really going on until we dive a bit deeper. Before that, let's walk through again, just real quick, what they're building out. Again, I'll review these 3 things real quick. They're doing Shopify, of course, as their main actual e-commerce platform. They've chosen to do, this is very elaborate, so I bet it's going to be something that's like hard-coded in the UI framework. So they're using Bootstrap. So Bootstrap is like, it's a very, very kind of hands-on coding tool that allows you to kind of build out the UI, which stands for user interface frameworks inside actual C code, or I think it's C code actually. It's very, very elaborate CSS framework, and they use JavaScript for web design. Yeah, using Java. But of course, if you don't want to code in Java, I understand. And instead, if you want to go ahead and use a platform like Pagefly or Shogun to build your landing pages, product pages, give that a try instead. But they're currently using Bootstrap to code in Java to actually make out their entire site, which is very elaborate, but you can do it if you want to have more detail on your actual store. And we'll likely see the review platform, which is going to be a Kendo, which is a very, very solid one. We personally use Yotpo, personally. But you can also make use of things like Locks, for example. There's plenty of good ones, but they're using Kendo right now. And of course, Klaviyo is their main email marketing stuff, as well as all the payment plans, right? Payment options right there. And Klarna checkout for buy now, pay later, which does very, very well. So that's what they're using currently right now. And we're going to review real quick before I hop into it what their best sellers are. So this right here. This is a tool. This first tool was called Wapalizer right there, that we can kind of dive into stores you like and kind of see what it is that they're building their sites off of. And this next tool is going to be Commerce Inspector. It allows you to kind of dive into stores again and see their deeper data and see exactly what their best sellers are, as well as the trends that they might have if they've been selling long enough. This is a very newish brand, started back literally in March, so they're brand new. But here's exactly, so there's no clear data just yet, but I think they're going to do very, very well. I can already see based on what we've seen today so far. And their best seller looks like it's going to be the kits, again, because that's what they're marketing on the front end right here, is the kits. And we'll kind of likely click into the next section, and then we're going to review their product page, and I'll show you which ones are doing very, very well on that end as well. Okay, let's dive into it. So about looking at it, I bet it's going to be the kit for sure. Yep, and it's the complete kit. The one that had a sticker on it, remember that? Had a sticker on it. And let's see. The choice in doing the kits is going to be not much change with the actual announcement bar, still free shipping, which again is going to be slightly up below their main product offering. All right, so they're selling it at $55 for the subscription, which is very, very good. We'll discuss that in a minute. And their one time is at $68. So you buy the product, you get free shipping automatically. Great value add. It doesn't have to be there, but as you can see, it's a great way to kind of add more value to this actual announcement bar real estate right here. Let's go a little bit deeper into it. Different flavoring right here. One product image was interesting. That's interesting. They only have one product images and no lifestyle posts, but of course, it's up to you how you want to structure that. I would personally probably try it out by having more lifestyle posts, but again, since it's like toothpaste, I assume most people know what that is and kind of can envision themselves, brushing their teeth. It's not elaborate, but that's the idea behind that. Where it's like the main kit, and they actually have the pricing right here for subscription and one-time purchase, and their flavors right there. And now, why are kits important, y'all? So kits are super important primarily because it allows you to give a clear entry point to your brand. Let's say, for example, we all know what toothpaste is, but let's say we don't know what this brand is because it got made literally in March, so it's probably brand new. So a good way to kind of let people kind of see what it is that you're doing and kind of become really addicted to what you're selling is by giving them a chance to buy it all at once. Because if they go for this, then all of a sudden they can kind of see the whole kit, because this is like super stylized. Like there's been a lot of cool toothpaste out there, but this kind of branding with the yellow packaging, it's all kind of like highlighter. It's very unique, and I'm sure that as it will speak to someone very, very clearly. And also you have access to all the stuff at one place, and we can pay for one price and just get everything, and then decide from there whether or not you want to keep buying the products. Or in this case scenario, whether or not you want to buy it one time and then forget about it and then get charged every month as far as buying more, which is how they get you. But at the end of the day, it's going to be $68. It's a good model in general, for sure. Let's say toothpaste, 2 options of both flavors, I believe. Yeah, both flavors of the toothpaste right here, probably more than that. They show 2 right here. The floss right here, the mouthwash, that's mouth rinse, and kind of like a spray bottle format, which is super interesting, and the teeth whitening. So you get it all at once, and you come to the product, you see the marketing, you see the branding, and you kind of come to this one main offer and just buy it all at once, see if you like it, which is great for AOV and even LTV if they choose to buy the subscription model. So learn from what they're doing here, guys. See how they're structuring it as far as the kit model, subscriptions, and the actual flavoring, how it's all very, very clear, very concise, and all they need to do is, again, operate above the fold, which means having it be above the scroll. I saw this on mobile. It'll likely be the exact same, where I can kind of see all these actual products right there on the front part of the screen without me having to ever scroll down at all. I can just literally buy it and then be gone. Literally, that's how it works. Does very, very well. Even recommendations there too, solid. But yeah, so I do that as far as their main product offering. Let's look into what they use for their more detailed, as far as like adding more value to the product page. Let's see, create without compromise. So that's more value stuff. Vegan, sulfate free, cruelty free, gluten free. I don't know why there will be gluten in there, but yeah, gluten free, paraben free, BPA free. All these different value stuff that I don't even know what some of this stuff means, but I'm sure if you're a person who cares about the kind of thing, will come to buying your toothpaste, it will speak directly to you. So make sure you add some kind of like value banner that showcases what the benefits are, and they kind of go from there. Let's see what's inside. It details what's inside of it. Again, all the one-off products you could buy individually, but lets you see the ingredients on it and more details as to what they are. Very, very solid. And then another value video right here. This is a lot, but like it's the point across is the whole social branding part of it again. So there's branding everywhere. And the last part is going to be recommendations for more kits. And then an ask for subscription, which is interesting. How they have it just be a banner right here. But again, they want to get it in your head. And let's see. The last part's going to be the reviews. And remember, they're using a Kendo currently. So yeah, this is very, very solid. Verified buyers. This is built off of Kendo, right there, powered by Kendo, and it's a very, very solid review page, and that should be it. Yep, an FAQ section right down there, and then the bottom page. So yeah, that's the results of basically what they're structuring it on. The choice and product page is very, very clean, very concise, very, very well branded, and like I said before, go with kits, guys. Give it a try so you can get people to kind of buy it, higher average order value products, and then go from there. And they have the flavorings and subscription model as well. So that's all things you can leverage to make your brand stand out more, and even add the Klarna, as mentioned before, to be able to have them kind of pay over time as well. That way there's like less barriers than ever, and plenty of details regarding these sections right here to just remove any and all objections you may have. Let's say if you're a person that has a gluten allergy or a paraben allergy or a BPA allergy, well, having this all right here is a really great way to kind of showcase exactly what works and what doesn't. All right, without further ado then, now we're done with this main product page. Let's go and look at their actual ads themselves. Now, I mentioned before how they went about structuring this basically within. They structured it basically they have a partnership with Target because they're doing a combination of both the e-commerce site, which we just showed you, and the actual retail section with Target, which is very, very good. So now, I saw their ads at one point for sure, because I definitely got retargeted by them at some point, and I'll go over what's worked best for them. But interestingly enough, they're so new, I don't believe they're doing anything towards their main site or anything towards, let's say, even like there's nothing going towards their main site product offerings. I think it's all built on engagement posts primarily, and I believe they have some of these going towards Target, like these right here, because they already have access to that sales channel. So they're spending most of their money at the very top of funnel right here, kind of pushing it towards just getting more brand awareness, and then most of the money they're generating is going to be from the actual retail side of things by pushing ads towards awareness to again buy from Target, because it's much easier to kind of get people to walk in there and see it inside of Target. Let's look at one right now. By seeing inside Target. Now, this is the combination, because of course we work mainly with D2C, which is of course direct to consumer. They're doing a combination of both that and retail. So if you're not at a level or at a point currently where you can start doing this, don't feel bad about it. Like, just don't, because it's okay if you can just go ahead and drive to your site and just make better ads and better marketing that's more based around conversions than it is about brand awareness. That's your objective. But that's their strategy currently, what they're doing, and these are really, really solid. Actually, let's review some of these. These ads right here, but I can see, I won't blow your ears off, so I'll kind of turn some of these down. But it looks like they're all with brand awareness, and this is a really great one where they do kind of an in-shop thing. I know that another brand does this very, very well, which is called Obby, which they're currently doing the same kind of model of having someone walk through the store and like kind of physically pick up their products. But this is all based around brand awareness. So they're not doing anything that would be based around, again, buying from the store just yet. It's more about kind of letting people know that they can kind of see this everywhere, which should give them very, very cheap clicks. Hard to track, of course, but as far as being able to let people kind of see their product out in the world for the past month or so, it does a very, very great job at doing that. So if you have a chance, I would definitely give this a try. If you're ever at a point where you start doing more retail stuff, have someone go into the store or have someone kind of get hands on your products and have them kind of go through the process of buying it and explaining what makes it so great for them and kind of have that be an idea for an advertisement. That's their current strategy so far, as well as some static stuff right here at Target, a Lenny Kravitz static right here of him doing a cool pose, again, guitarist, cool guy, and then some of these with free shipping. Oh, that's too loud. free shipping, toothpaste. Now let's see this one. Go to Target. Yeah, the whole idea behind this actual model is have people go to Target and buy it from there. It's all at Target, Target, Target. But a lot of their ads are primarily built around UGC and the static images, showcase the product at. I might shed back on this later on when they're doing more stuff towards the D2C side of things. But currently their main model is, again, for last time, is them going to Target and you buying a product there. That's their main idea for this, how they go about structuring it. Some clean ingredients, better, Target. But yeah, they're very, very solid though. Where's product images, some great kind of branding posts and that kind of thing. But as far as that goes, guys, that's basically it. I kind of reviewed most of what their sites are doing, as well as like what their actual product pages are like. And I showed you what they're doing for advertisement. And I would say that give this brand a try. Use the tools that I showed you beforehand. Again, Commerce Inspector right here and Wapalizer. Let's say if your brand doesn't involve toothpaste or doesn't involve anything involving their teeth, I would try out finding someone that does and looking up using these tools and going about finding all what's been going on behind the scenes for that brand in particular. Give it a try. Keep tabs on these brands. Study them very, very carefully, and get used to exactly what it takes to make a really good brand. Like, of course, Lenny Kravitz and his team are doing currently with this brand Twice, which should do very, very well in the coming months. But that's all I have for you guys today, essentially. Again, you can find me at cmsocialmedia.com. Follow me on Facebook. Check me out on there as well for my team, and then we should be good to go. And I hope I can talk to you guys soon.